Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another Alliance War video, and in this case we're going to be mainly showcasing my Serpent, which I actually love using offensively. So this is war number 10. It is next against AOH, and I'm bringing in a team of Serpent, Warlock and rank 2 Wiccan. And that's actually going to be interesting because I'm going to use him for rank 4 Null, and it's going to be a bit dicey, but okay. We're gonna get there. So boosting up here, the biggest we can. I actually need to still get to the Thronebreaker EQ and buy the bundle. So I'm using the biggest boost that I have at the moment. And first fight here is going to be Racket Ralph Terax on path 4. And we're gonna check out the nodes real quick. That is arrogance, and I'm actually going to miss on that arrogance thing a bit. So power thief, everything else there's fine. But the main thing is that every 10th hit, I'm going to get faltered. And I'm going to make a tiny weeny bit mistake here in the first fight. But, you know, we do have the chunky Serpent and we're going to be just fine. So here, I'm going to go for a full combo rather than whoopsies. So here I get smacked quite hard. But that's fine. We're going to get the true focus on as soon as I launch that special. And then we're not gonna have to worry about anything at all. So this was definitely a mistake, but we do have a bit of willpower healing going on to help us. And overall, Serpent is a very, very good counter to Terax because his special attack takes such a long time, and for the most part, you are away from Terax. So when Terax, has his rock stacks active, then you do have the benefit again of getting some of those armor breaks, and then throwing your level 1, and then by the time the special 1 animation is over, then the rock field is, just about expired. So it's quite easy to keep that damage in bay, to keep those armor breaks in bay as well. And yeah, there's nothing else to this fight. As we can see, I have regained some health there with willpower, and the energy damage that we are taking is fairly negligible. And we are in a very, very smooth rhythm. Again, very annoying mistake at the beginning, but we can easily see how good Serpent is for this fight. Not the fastest, but he has like full control of this fight with no issues. We finished with 81% health, should have been 100%, but that's fine. And next up, we're going to be using Warlock against Mr. Sinister. And I must say, Mr. Sinister actually here is kind of significantly less scary as long as you do have a robot that you can bring in. The scariest champion here that I have fought is Domino, because those bleeds do also give her the extra power. She has always a chance to shrug it off. So it is quite finicky to fight Domino, because every time you hit her, you have a chance to inflict the bleed, and then she has a chance to shrug it off and gain a ton of power. So you need to be like super slow. Plus the exhaustions and everything else are still kind of slowing you down here as well. But here with Warlock, the fight is slightly longer than it normally would be. But you have absolutely nothing to worry about. He will have debuffs on him the entire time. He's going to be trying to throw those bleeds at you, but you're a robot, so it doesn't work. You do not get any degens, and you can be basically infinitely aggressive here. Again, I did make a tiny slip up there initially, but once you kind of settle in the fight, you can see that you can just be mega aggressive, and there's absolutely nothing that Sinister can do that will be of any kind of danger in any meaningful capacity. He's never gonna get 3 bars of power. He's never even gonna get 2 bars of power really. He's never gonna inflict those degens on you. He's never gonna regen, and you just take a bit of time killing him due to exhaustions, but about it. Still super easy, super straightforward fight. Now we're gonna be moving on to section number 2. I consulted the war plan there briefly. And I'm going to be in path 3, and then I deal with this Colossus. Now, the annoying thing about Colossus here is going to be the encroaching stun. Other than that, there's not much to pay attention. The cowardice debuff, sure, it just kind of reduces the damage. It's not a big deal, and overwhelming odds, yeah, whatever. As long as you do not get encroaching stunned too much, you will be fine. And I will, whoops, let me do that. I kind of zoomed in on his crotch. But fine. So we healed up the Serpent a little bit. And yeah, here the entire trick is just to make sure you throw a special when that encroaching stun timer will expire. And ideally, you want it to be a level 2. Because Colossus is cold snap immune. But Serpent also does extra damage the more armor rating opponent has. And obviously, the longer the fight goes, the better we can do as well. And I will kind of make it a bit tricky for me, like here. I figured I'm going to use the level 1, give him more armors to begin with, and then try and get to my level 2, but I'm not making it in time, so I actually end up throwing another level 1. So now he's got 9 armors and a level 2 that I need to bait out. Well, he's got 15 armors now, which is all the same to me. I am quite happy with that fact. And I just need to make sure that I line up my special correctly. And to be fair, I was playing it a bit too close to the encroaching stun timer because Serpent special attacks take forever, so it's quite easy to hit it. But I still tried to launch it like, just a second or two before the encroaching stun timer would hit. And now again, I'm quite sure I could have just thrown that special and it would have been fight over, but no, I'm trying to hit it right as the timer would expire. Anyways, level 2, the fight's done. Nothing too crazy about the fight. Serpent, amazing. Love Serpent offensively. Now you're going to need to deal with the Penny Parker. There's going to be nothing too tricky here as well. Combat Deja with Disintegration and Safeguard and Cold Turkey. So I do not want to be shrugging off anything. Safeguard we are perfectly comfortable and fine with. And yeah, just do not throw many combos in a row. Getting a disintegration on you with Serpent is like not a big deal though. So here we go. We're gonna hit the block a little bit. We're gonna go for that level 1. And that first level 1 is already doing a ton of damage. And even if she does auto block me, unfortunately AI has that tendency to throw that special attack in the block. But yeah, even if she does auto-block me, Serpent suffers from it significantly less because, well, you don't really get power burn much. There's a limit by how much you can get power burn, so therefore there's a limit on how much damage you take. And as we can see here, the disintegration wasn't really doing much either. And again, a slight error there, but for the most part, the fight's perfectly under control. I'm exactly, zero worries of fight going bad. Here, a single combo actually eliminated her shield, which makes the fight ever so easier. I do have 1 disintegration on me, but again, that's just 3 willpower heal at this point, basically. I did not want her to throw that special, but again, she has a mind of her own. So we are going to go for that level 1 in the block, and that just about kills her. A single hit finishes the job though. Right, so now we have done our section 1 and section 2, and I do have 2 mini boss fights. Now this next one is going to be the one that actually kind of got me worried because I am using rank 2 Wiccan for a rank 4 null. And I was there consulting my teammates a bit as well. And we're just going to jump to that null. And this is actually a very annoying mini boss because it has power stings, power snack, and unblockable. But luckily for Wiccan, as soon as you do have that Cosmic Aura app, you do not care about the unblockable part. So, the plan is still ideally to push him to level 2s, but it will not go as planned. I was just double checking a few things there. And let's go. Let us go, let us deal with that now. I'm going to use Indestructible 3 boost here, because obviously him getting to level 3 is always a bit of a worry, especially if I like to push him to level 3. But, again, the most important thing is to get that shield up, resistance up, before I get cornered. And he immediately, unfortunately, throws level 1. But that's kind of okay, because I can block the unblockables anyways. And, well, I'm immune to reverse controls, so that's fine. As long as I have neutralize up, he's not gonna good. He's unstoppable and blockable either. And wow, he's really in love with throwing those specials there. And because I do have all the power things in the world on me, I actually can't use a special attack of my own, which is fine. Here, at this point, I should have probably used a special attack, and then it was a bit of a scary moment because I didn't have Neutralize up when he gained his Unstoppable and Unblockable. So now I'm going for level 3 and get out of an annoying situation, but that rank 4 null has taken plenty of damage. Remember, when Ricken's immunities trigger, then he gains Incinerate as well. So ideally, again, I want him to be throwing his level 3. And here I'm going to make a mistake. I dex and he gets a level 3 of his own. And the good thing is, I'm immune to Armor Break. That actually is going to help me clear all those debuffs from me. And second, I do have the Indestructible 3 boost just for the occasion such as this. Now here I do make the follow-up mistake. But that's fine. Now we got the fight back under control. I do need to do my best not to let him get another level 3, but that's not here nor there. I do have the energy vulnerability. I finally got him to level 2, and come on, throw it, you creep. And by throwing that, he gets an Incinerate on him, and the fight's over. So it's a little bit scruffy, you know, but Wiccan is by far and away the best counter here. So it was a bit scruffy fight, but that's why we boost, that's why we have Indestructible 3. Especially in fights like this, where you know that eating that level 3 is a real possibility. And now I'm going to have to deal with this Red Skull. This Red Skull is on Hazard Shift lane. And due to the stress of the previous fight, I'm actually going to have a brain fart in this fight. So it is Cold Snap and Bleed and Conflictor and Immunity to Armor Break. That's fine. Basically, Serpent, level 2s, job's done. Easy, go home and relax. See, my brain remembered Serpent's Cold Snap immunity. My brain forgot that he has also the bleed duration reduction. Therefore, the entire fight I only play basically aggressively during the Cold Snap phases. But that's fine. You know, I just made it a little bit longer. As soon as I thought about the fight afterwards, I realized, damn. But, yeah. One thing that Serpent's True Focus does not counter, obviously, it's Auto Block. So, punching the level 1, you can only with heavy attack. You can't go with the full combo after his level 1, but that's okay. So here he has 9 armor ups. I'm going to throw my first level 2. And he takes a whole chunk of damage. And obviously Serpent is a damage ramp up champion, so later on as well, I'm just going to be doing more and more damage. And even though I am kind of waiting out the bleed phase here, the power gain in the background is still doing a solid work. And, you know, I'm still gaining power. Not like I'm completely stalling out in my fight progress here. Here the bastard doesn't want to throw his level 1 though, so I'm just going for my level 2. Because I figured even if I have to wait out a level 2, which I don't, that's fine because I'm going to be sitting out the bleed phase anyways. Right, so again, one more level 1, which I'm going to heavy punish. At this point I saw that bleed expire instantly and I was like, ooh, right. That's fine though. Another level 2 and one very, very dead Red Skull. And that was it for the contribution of this war from me. And we actually ended up winning this war, which is awesome. And yeah, this is just like one of the wars this season where I ended up using my Serpent defensively. And let me tell you something, he is a beast. He makes you feel so nice and safe. Doesn't mean you can't die with him though. I have. But let me know what you guys think. How's your war season going? And I'm going to catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all been